This is Aldeverd Robbins, and we're going to be interviewing him before and after his years in service. Hannah, do you want to ask the first question?
When you were our age, what was a typical day like for you?
It was good. We didn't have much to worry about when we were your age. We didn't have places to go. We couldn't go. We didn't have many cars at my age. At your age, when I was your age, you know, if we went to Rockland, it was a long ways. And now it ain't. In the winter, we didn't use any cars around here because the road wasn't plowed, just snow. We might go to school down the village with horses. That's where we got that sometime. Then way back. But good time. Everybody had a good time. Went to the neighbors, no TV. Go to neighbors, play cards. You knew all your neighbors. Yep.
That's fun.
Today we know nobody. Yep.
So where did you live? Like around Appleton?
East and back, road on the other side. There's a pond over there. A pond brought up over there, really. You know what? I could show you where you live.
Miller Cemetery Road.
Oh, I know where you live. Next to my house.
Yep.
And I know her too. I used to haul her on my bus.
So,
Yeah.
could you describe your family?
Well, I had 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and one of my sisters older, and then I 1 year older, and I had one brother older, and the other brother just younger than I am is here today. He's 2 years younger. Then I have a sister that's in the nursing home. I had one sister. She had her legs cut off when she was 1.5 years old at her ankles, but she was never handicapped. She didn't bother her. You didn't call her handicapped. She went just the same. Had wooden legs, artificial legs, and went just the same. Yep, 1.5 years old. One machine, cut them off then. Yep.
What was your family members' names?
What were their names?
Yeah.
Well, my father was Robin. My mother was Francis. Yep, Robbins. Yeah. Yeah, live over in Gurney Town by Starrett. You know where the Starretts live over there? That's my home place. Yeah, well, of course you know Doreen. She's my daughter-in-law. Yeah.
Did you ever consider the military when you were our age?
No.
No.
Well, you never heard of it 10 days. Anyway, really, for no reason or what, many people ever went in the military. It didn't pay no money anyway, never. When I went in, when my oldest brother, he signed up, when he went in, he got $21 a month, big pay. And when I went in, I got 50. Out of the 50, you had to pay for your insurance, life insurance, for $6.60. You paid for your laundry was another $6.60. So that only left you $30 a month. But you didn't need no money, because what are you going to do with it in the service? You ain't going nowhere. You didn't need much anyway. Yep.
So what plans did you have for your life up until the time you enlisted or got drafted?
What's that?
What plans did you have for your life up until the time you enlisted or got drafted?
Well, I don't know. Just working. So I never had a vacation in my life. To this day, I never have. Never went on a vacation, being gone. My wife and I never went on vacation. She dropped dead 7 years ago, right home, wasn't even sick, had heart attack. And we never went on vacation. Worked together. Everything we done together. Cut wood, go fishing, go hunting. Went everywhere together. Yep. Yeah, had good life, I think. Good life. Yep. Good, happy life. Yeah. Now I got a cat. Just a cat. He's the boss.
How old were you when you joined up, when you decided?
21.
21?
Yep. And I was working over the BIW, Bath Iron Works, welding when I was drafted. I never went back after I got out from the service. Yeah.
And how did your parents feel about your enlistment?
Well, everybody gone, there's nothing you can do. You got drafted, say, Uncle Sam said, I want you, that was it. Yep. Everything, I never flew in an airplane. during the military time. Well, we didn't have it then way back in the early 40s, really. Well, went over to Europe by boat, 13 days. 13 days coming back with an old leaky boat, small one, you know. Oh yeah. Yeah. But I have been on an airplane, you know, chance, but no, during the service, and we rode a train, and they all had square wheels. Bang, 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 bang. You could hear going down the road every section of the track. Oh yeah. And I done all my training in Texas, all of it. A brand new camp I went into, brand new division that activated. It was an old division, but activated it during World War II. Then when the war was over, they done away with it again. Went in a brand new camp, all brand new people, and the sergeants and stuff were Southerners, I call them. Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. That's why it's the Ozark Division. Right there. That's what they call the Ozark Division. And you get down with the Southerners, and especially at Oklahoma and Arkansas and Tennessee, a lot of them don't read or write much. I don't think they do today either. I used to write letters and read their letters for a lot of them. My own. Well, I was sergeant anyway after I'd been in there a while, so I was in charge of this bunch of men. And you read and write your letters for them. Yep. And I think a lot of it's that way today. And my big sergeant, two of them, they were Texans, of course, because we being in Texas, and everything is different. In the Army, you wouldn't call it now 1:30 up there. So you went, clock is by hundreds. You see, 1300. Yeah. So that way, you know, forenoon, AM and PM, you didn't get it. But my old sergeant, he'd come up, this evening, we're going to do this. Well, he didn't mean this evening, he meant after dinner. Of course, I used to get at him all the time, tell him, this evening's our supper. Of course, he meant after dinner, we're going to do this for a drill. Oh yeah, agitate him along. Yep. The service is what you make it. You know, you go in and do what you're supposed to, you get along good, and everything. You keep out of trouble, and you can get along with everybody. And that's just, we didn't have no girls, and when I was there, we didn't have no black ones either in our outfit. None. It's I hate to see the girls in there now across fighting, because you know what happened to a girl if she got captured. Don't you? Yep. I mean, not always, but most cases. Yep. And they don't belong there. No way. Other than that, they do everything I do. So you should be able to do anything I do. Right along. Yep.
So now we're going to switch to after the war. And what memories do you have of returning home after the war ended?
Well, I worked for a construction company, and I worked 38 years, never laid off. Great time, yep. Same company, 38 years. Yeah, and then when I got my birthday come up, and I said, I'm going on vacation. And they said, I don't know why you can't. But I said, I ain't coming back. They never went back. Long enough. What are you doing in there? Your horses are out. Nah? You don't know. Yeah. She's my neighbor too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I got a piece of poem you want to read for me by and by.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I'll let you study it right now.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you can look at it, so I'll read it over for you ahead of time. Don't lose my paper.
Okay.
That one right up there, I get across.
Okay.
Take it home for your grandfather too. Tell him about it after you get home.
Okay, I'll take it home for him.
You read that now so you can read it by and by before we get done.
How did you get adjusted to civilization or the civilian life again?
That went to work. That went to work. Done anything we could. I always worked. Always had a job. You can't be choosy. You do anything that come along. Make $1. Yep, always work. Sometimes you only made $1. You're lucky if you made $1. You might work 25 cents an hour. Yeah. Cut ice.
It's different from now.
Yeah, different. Now I tell you about I used to cut a lot of ice in the winter. That's where they cooled the milk. Put it in a tank. And they got 2 cents a cake for cutting it. And pick strawberries in the summer. Before I went in the service, get 2 cents a box, 2 cents a quart, picking strawberries. Well, gee, you pick 100 boxes of strawberries, that's $2. That's a lot of money. back then, $2. Yep. And it was in the middle over there, water power, right there where the thing is. I don't know if you know where it is now.
I think so, yeah.
On that road. You know where the copper mine is?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't many of you do. I bet you don't.
No.
You know the copper mine over there?
I don't have a clue.
Yeah, on the East Kennebec Road.
Really?
Oh yeah, you used to mine it years ago. How do you like that?
Yeah.
That's about right, ain't it?
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny. Yep. After we get all done, when the interview all together, you can read that from me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you tell your father what you did. Your grandfather.
Okay.
What area did you return to? Did you return?
Right here, Appleton. Yep. I lived in town all my life. Over here, beginning with down in Bakersfield. You know where I live now. Yep.
Yeah.
You live over Journeytown.
Were you born here?
Yeah, I think so. Near enough. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So, did you start a family of your own once you got back, or
Did I what?
start a family of your own?
No, not for a long while. I was an old man when I got married, more or less. No, I was 31. Yeah. Yep. Well, there we go again. I went with my wife 5 years. And we married 5 years before my boy was born. You know him, Al. Yep. Just one. Why one? We said we'd only going to have what kids we could support. We had one. Yep. Yep.
And how did your time in the service affect the rest of your life?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the army is what you made it. It ain't nothing anybody wants to go through if you don't have to. I mean, oh yeah, you can't imagine what goes on. The thing in the army when I was in, and the thing that's wrong with it today, when I was in the army, we didn't have news reporters chasing us all the time and seeing what we're doing and sending things home. We didn't know. You couldn't even write it in a letter and send it home. It was censored. They'd cut it out if you wrote it in there. No news reporters. And today, that's half of the trouble. When I was in the army, when I was overseas in the war, everything in front of us was enemy. We didn't have to worry about nothing. They was enemy. Now, if you do something wrong over there, they court-martial you. They didn't that. Everything out there was enemy. Oh yeah, that's what we do that for. Get out of the way. Yeah.
Well, that was our last question. Do you want Cheyenne to read that poem on key?
No, wait till you're going to have them all together when we get all done?
I don't know if we will.
Okay.
She could read it right now.
Yeah, she can read
And you guys
it.
could just hang out together and she could read that poem. That would be good. And she'll be so good at it.
I know she will, yeah.
We think that
It's a pretty good one, too. I like it. I get that paper every 3 months.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, I signed up for it. But it ain't going to be long. I'm not going to get it because all the people that was in my division, World War II, dying off. They're getting old like me. They ain't going to be there. Yep.
Big cozy little family here. Family photo.
She ain't heard it either.
A row of bottles on my shelf cause me to analyze myself. One yellow pill I have to pop goes to my heart so it won't stop. A little white one that I take goes to my hands so they won't shake. The blue ones that I use a lot tell me I'm happy when I'm not. The purple pill goes to my brain and tells me that I have no pain. The capsules tell me not to wheeze or cough or choke or even sneeze. The red ones, smallest of them all, go to my blood so I won't fall. The orange ones, very big and bright, prevent my leg cramps in the night. Such an array of brilliant pills helping to cure all kinds of ills. But what I'd really like to know is what tells each one where to go.
Pretty good one.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Did you write that?
No, it was in this magazine I get about every three months. It always has something in there. You know, you can't imagine something was in the big book, in this one too, in not this one, and the one I get the other. It's all about artillery fire in the Germans.
Okay.
Would
Here
you
we
knock
go.
that building down
Is
for
it
on your
gone?
street?
Tell me on it to go.
I thought you did that.
Here we go.
You need to do a little intro here, who we're talking with today.
This is
Or whatever you want to know. What do you got on there?
You edit it later, it doesn't matter. I'm talking now, but you'll cut all this out.
Yeah.
You won't need it, right?
Right.
So whenever you guys are ready, that's when you can roll.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah. This is Aldeverd Robbins we're interviewing right now, and he's going to talk to us about World War II. What war were you involved in?
Second World War. Europe. Over in Europe.
Did you enlist or were you drafted?
Drafted.
Yeah. How old were you when you went into it?
21.
What branch of military were you in?
Infantry.
What was your position?
Well, I was an infantryman. And well, you might say I was a platoon sergeant, 5 stripes. That's what I ended up with. Yep.
Okay.
Had about 40 men.
Where did you serve?
Europe.
Europe?
France, Belgium, Holland, Germany. Yep.
How long did you serve?
I went in 42 and got out 1946.
Wow. How did you feel when you first found out that you needed to go into the service?
So everybody was going, so you didn't mind it. I mean, no different, you know. Everybody was going. Yep.
What were the conditions like when you were in the service?
They were different. They are now. Everything over there when you're in the service, in the war, everything out there is enemy. It ain't like it is now over the where they are down in Iran. You don't know who you're fighting down in Iran. Over there we knew they were enemy. Supposedly they're Germans out there. Yep. So you didn't have to worry about this one or this one or this one. Yep.
Could you share one of your experiences in the war?
Did I what?
Could you share one of your
Well,
experiences?
the service is what you make it. You know, you go in there and do what you ought to, you get along good. And if you don't, you get in trouble. And you might as well do what you're supposed to and get along good. That's how you get promoted. That's where me. And of course, I got promoted because the sergeant, my sergeant, he got promoted. That was in the platoon because my lieutenant that run the platoon, he got killed first thing. So the sergeant, they made him lieutenant. Then they took me, made me take the sergeant. That's how I get promoted. Battlefield commission, they called them, right on the spot.
That's cool.
So you were this now, and they come up and say, now you're a sergeant, now you're a sergeant. Yep. Oh yeah.
Wait, do it?
Yeah, quick that.
What was it like being in the war?
Well, I tell you, nothing like you ever saw. No. It make your hair stand up quite often. Yep.
What hardships did you endure?
What hardship?
Yeah.
Well, you lived in a foxhole. No housing, no tent. You dig a foxhole every night. You hope and get in it, and you wet. Well, we call it dog biscuit. Will come in a box about like Cracker Jacks. That's your meal. Crackerback stuff. And they had all different stuff in that eating. Dog biscuits looked like, and then they had a lemonade in the powder. Everything was powdered. Anyway, eggs anyway, eggs or potatoes or anything were dehydrated. That's the way they keep it. It was powdered eggs. But my lemonade, we call it battery acid. Of course, made out of cold water. Where'd you get the water? Out of the brook. You know. Oh yeah, I tell you right in my book. One fellow said, "What's your job?" He said, "I was to get the water, purifying the water." Where'd you get the water? Out of a mud hole. And we were drinking it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, hey, we did. That's where the water come from. Nobody got sick about it. Hey? Out of a mud hole. But that old lemon, wash your dishes, canteen, in a garbage can. Oh yeah, two garbage cans. You wash in this one, rinse in this one. Well, you take 300-400 washing in that garbage can. You better be the first one to the last one, because the water gets dirty. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, cold meal. You didn't get too many warm meals. No. You didn't get too many baths either. Your wash basin was the helmet. You used it for everything. Oh yeah. You used the helmet for everything. Yep.
Were you involved in any major action?
Oh yeah, all the time. Right on the front line.
That's
Yep.
cool. What were the results of this experience?
Well, you don't want to do it again. No, you don't. Something you can't imagine. You see it on TV, not this junk that's going on today, but back in World War II. And you can't, a lot of it is real, you know, if somebody that's over there could tell you what it did go on, you know, you can't imagine. Sometimes our own artillery would fire shells right on our own troops because the Germans was over here and they would try to push us back. And in order to get rid of the Germans, they'd put the artillery right on our own troops sometimes. They'd accelerate when they spoke on purpose. And get them started back, then the artillery would follow them as they went along. They keep pushing them, putting the artillery on them. Yeah. Then you cross some of these rivers, the Royal River, the first one we crossed, and then the Germans blew the bridge out. So we was on one side, and the tanks couldn't get there, and nothing else could cross till they got a new bridge in. Oh yeah, that one, you know, made you wonder when we was going to get some help. The tanks couldn't get across, couldn't do nothing. Yeah, and the Germans was up over the hill. Yep. You cross everything you done, mentally, you done in the dark. If you advancing, you start out in the dark. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, you never knew. You didn't know only 10 minutes ahead of time when you're going to go anyway. They didn't tell you. Nobody knew. Communication, it was all done by telephone. They had to string a wire everywhere they went. And then the enemy would cut the wire, so we didn't have no communication. So they'd have to go around and patch it, find out where it's cut. Oh yeah, I mean, it ain't like today, everything radio and cellular phones. And, oh no. Yeah, the Jeeps all had a stick on the bumper. It shows it in here. An angle iron with a hook on it. That would cut booby trap wire that strung across the road. So if you didn't, you're driving a Jeep down the road to cut your throat. That wire would cut your throat off, kill you. So they put that hook on there, would cut them wires before it cut you. Oh yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. The Jeep always run the Jeep with the windshield down. Anyway, laid on the hood so they couldn't see it, so no reflection, you know, yeah. Oh yeah, fun. Yeah. Fun.
Tell us something about the friendships that you formed during these years.
Well, what you meet people, all the people you met were strangers. You didn't meet nobody from town. Well, I had one fellow from town of Appleton. He was down in this book. But most of them was more, you know, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma. And so you met people from all over the United States, really, in my company. Yep. Much of them were good. No black people, no women. When I was in, they had black people, but they was in their outfit for themselves then. But now they're in it mixed up, and women now too. They're in there. It ain't no place for women. Yes, to a certain extent, but they don't need to be out there fighting on the front line. No, that's no good. I never go for that.
Yeah.
No.
How did you feel when you learned that the war was over?
The one that I was glad it was over is Japan. Because the minute we get out in Germany, they started right in training us to go Pacific. Not even come home. That's something that we didn't want, naturally, because that's different. And of course, atomic bomb, yeah, it's bad. But it was good, probably. Yeah, how many people would have been killed if it hadn't been for the atomic bomb of our people? It's been almost impossible to get into Japan and get them to surrender. But the atomic bomb done it quick, 2 days. Yeah.
If you were to relive when you first got drafted or if you signed in, would you make the same decision to serve?
Oh yeah, probably. They drafted me, so what they make? Everybody was going anyway. They drafted around here, you know, my age. Yeah. So what? I didn't get in the invasion of France, of Europe, because that was before I got over there a little bit, thank God, because that's almost impossibility. And then we were supposed to take a bunch of pillboxes on the Siegfried Line, and that was almost an impossibility because one overlooks the other. So how you going to take this one when this one here is overlooking that one over there? They're going to get you before you can get there. And then pillboxes are 8 and 10 feet thick, concrete. And the people in the pillbox didn't know, they didn't see you. They only had a slit in the front of them where they could move the gun out round. But somebody, somewhere, an observer told them all the time where to shoot because the trees was all numbered. So they knew right where to shoot from inside without even looking up. We were supposed to advance and start taking them pillboxes one night, early in the morning. And they made a reconnaissance. Somebody come in and come back and said, they've all left. Thank God we'd been there yet. The people, they got out, moved out. And there were miles of them. Best thing ever happened to us. Yeah, they moved right out. Nobody knows why they moved out there in pillboxes. Yeah. Sleep in the mud, walk in the mud, day and night. It wasn't much of it. In the dark, you advance in the dark. No lights on your vehicle. In the dark. Yep. Yes, I got shot at once. I went up on the Rhine River. I knew better, anyway. We were on the Rhine River, and I went up on the dike. I wanted to look across. You knew better, anyway. You trained better. But I got up on the dike to look across the river and see what was going on. They fired at me and missed me. But I didn't give them a chance to fire the second time. I got off. Right. Oh, yeah.
Do you have anything you want to show us or anything? Or do you have any pictures or anything you want to show us?
You couldn't. You couldn't take no pictures. They wouldn't let us.
No, I mean, do you have anything with you you'd like to show?
Well, in here, I got all kinds. I got one that, I don't, you didn't see it either, did you? Yeah, I got one for you to read. It's just for old people. I'll give it to her, let her read it. Yeah. Yeah, this.
We're going to need to wrap it up in probably about a minute and a half.
Well, then you can.
And you'll go up and you'll interview. You guys will talk more with Aldeverd. You're not all done.
This is my outfit right here. That's me right there.
Right on the
Yeah,
end.
good, Ryan.
Yep, this one right in here.
With the blue mark on your leg?
Yeah. It's my platoon right here.
Wow.
And I was sergeant. I was in charge of all these.
Back it up
Yeah.
and get
You were in
him.
charge of all those.
About 40 men down here. And this was the whole company. Yeah, some of these, had one there. My name's there, see?
You can't back up.
And some of these you see with stars in front of them. They're the ones that didn't come home with that killed. A lot of them ain't too many in my outfits, whereas some of these outfits that you see quite a lot of stars down, so a lot.
Good.
Yeah. You, huh? That fit you?
Yes.
Fit him all right.
I got a few of them.
Yeah, when do we get done? Okay, we need the mic off so he doesn't. Okay.